Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we are mostly going to be doing Deep Journey if we need to. We did, as of yesterday. Deep Bounty, which I know we definitely need to do, because that's a single-player event. And then Deep Underspire. Probably in that order. We'll check the journey, see if we need to do any battles or not. We still needed like 2.5 of the rewards as of last night-ish. So we may still need, though. We could check right now, but... Bounty, I know I need to do some. Then Underspire is like, hey, if we get that stuff done, we'll probably do Underspire. They gave us a bunch of extra torches this week in the mail as compensation for everything that went wrong last week. I think they even gave us like an extra lantern. And then, or two. And then, yeah. So, doing a little bit more Underspire this week. And I'm over 10k gems. Back over at 10,423 gems. You know, everything costs way more gems these days. Way more things to spend gems on. And, I had, you know, getting Diamantina, the Epic Trials, set me back quite a bit. And I just now finally got back over 10k, which is where I said I wanted to be to start doing the Underspire again. Now, are we going to go to the 7th boss this week? We'll see. It would be a good time to. I mean, it's Sunday, though, so I can't just decide all of a sudden that I'm going to go to the 7th boss. But next week, for sure, we should be able to. Unless, like, on Monday I go under 10k right away. I don't know. We'll see. That was my thing. Like, hey, I want to get back to 10k, and then I'm going to start doing the Underspire all the way through again. But let me change this thumbnail. Got that, okay. Open. Save it. And go back to the chat. Refresh. Did everybody get the new Mythic? I know I've been asking that in every video the past 3 days, but let me know. And what do you think about it? I still can't decide exactly how I feel about it. I don't think it's bad. And I think it is good. It's more towards the good side than the bad side. I just don't know where to put it. In the top... Is it in the top 20? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is it in the top 20? I think that's a good thing to discuss. The top 10 would be, like, a little bit harder. I think the top 20, though. And we can go to my top 20 Mythics video and then like compare it to every single Mythic in that video and say, is it better than this one or no? Could do something like that, but different Mythics are used for different things and yada yada. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Live chat. Refresh there. Still getting set up. Let's go check the journey. See if we still need to do any. The answer is yes. We got the stage 15 reward, but not the stage 16 yet. Why did my thumbnail not change? That's annoying. Let me double check that. Everybody hit a like. Let's get more people in here. Would appreciate it. That's how it works. Sana finds the Mythic interesting. I see that. I'm still trying to get the chat fully open. I see Christian is here. How's it going, Christian? Not the DEA. Not the FBI. I'm not the FBI, guys. I'm not an informant. What's good, Samuel Harding? Livewire's here. Hello. Beg for mercy, good morning. Sana, I'll continue membership at startup. Okidoki. JM Rick says I did the Tesla until Sunday strat, but had to end up buying tier 5 to get all rewards because I was short. Yeah, that's a new like strat. I know the Tesla till 20 works for sure. I was just trying the Tesla till Sunday thing. I was double confirming this time. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, honestly. I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it either. But this was why, like, the first time I tried it, it worked. But now this is my second, like, double confirming it, and I don't know, because I feel like I'm going to be short as well. But it for sure works if you go to 20 and then you switch to your full bounty team. And I think you can even go through, like, all the way through Friday, like, all your battles, and then maybe switch to your full bounty team on Saturday. We're still trying to dial it in exactly where you're supposed to. But buying up to tier 5, if you want to just get it done very quickly, I know buying to tier 5 will get you. You can do Tesla the entire time with no worry if you do tier 5. 100%. Tier 4, you can do to 20 and then switch to your bounty team 100%. So you can do Tesla all the way to 20. Then switch to a full bounty team with the bounty captain, and that works 100% as well. The thing about, like, waiting until Sunday, that was last time that worked, but I was double confirming this time, and I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. But, yeah, we'll try. That'll be in this stream. We'll see what happens in this stream. As I, did all my battles. I just had my free ones from today, and it looked like I might be short unless I get a couple Val Ravens. Which it's down to that. Val Raven luck. Sometimes you get unlucky. Maybe you can't do it till Sunday every single time. Maybe it's one... You know, like the faction events, you can sometimes do them for free, and sometimes you can't, depending on Val Raven luck and how many... It might be the same thing with the bounty, because it definitely worked last time. I mean, it's on video, me going all the way till Sunday with Tesla, and then finishing with 4 bounty troops and getting all rewards. It's like on video. But there's also the faction events where sometimes you can do them for free and sometimes you can't. Maybe it's like that. Alright. Let's do this journey thing. I said I might buy up another tier in the journey because we are having trouble finishing it. This is Sunday. Jamrick says, might have to switch off of Tesla on Saturday instead. Yeah, maybe. Still trying to dial it in. Kenji with the 2, running out there, getting that train started a little bit. Butt crack showing. Rag in your back pocket. You got the mechanics gloves on, you know. The gloves they wear when they're working in the garage on their car. You got those gloves on, too. Butt crack showing. Rag, red rag hanging out of your back pocket. Shop rag. Beg says I grabbed 2 because it looks like you can loop it. Yeah, I got like 3 of them by accident. I was trying to get 2. Beg says I had to go 4 battles in tier 5 with Tesla. Alright, so that's 2 people saying you had to buy up to tier 5. Journey takes forever, right? Yeah, we was double confirming the Tesla till Sunday thing. I probably should have made that more clear. Because I only did it 1 time. So I'm not 100% on that. And it looks to me like I'm going to be short too, so that's 3 people saying it. But we'll dial it in. We'll get it perfect. If you want to play it safe, just do Tesla until 20. Or buy up to tier 5 immediately. If you want to play it safe. Alright, let's go. Let's run this battle. Let's make sure we got... Okay, we got Nisha's. Ooh, Writ offer. I want to buy that. I like Writs. Writs can turn into any color deed that you want. Kind of like shards for diamonds and jewels. What do we got over here? Hero Path. Save those for Guild Wars, of course. Especially if your guild wins. If you're always losing in Guild Wars, then it won't matter, but you can always hope you win. Still save them. Hope you win. And yeah. Let's go to Journey. Still need 26,000 or so. That's gonna be... I only got 4 sigils. I bought up to tier 4. So I wasn't super slacking on it. I did all my battles. I got all my Val Ravens. I bought up to tier 4. I just feel like there's some people that are kind of slacking. And it's not even hard. I mean, it's boring, but it's not hard. You got a loopy troop, like always. Journey is never hard. You have a loopy troop. You can't lose. Unless you're in the super duper deep. If you're in first place in your guild, I'm sure it's hard. If you lose your loop and you get hit, and I'm sure it's hard. But if you're just doing your share, which is like 10k points, 10k miles, it's not hard to get to 10k miles. It's a loopy troop that you can never lose. So there's like really no excuse to not do your share. So kind of like a getting kicked out of the guild offense. Because it's not something like, oh, that's kind of hard, I can't do that. It's too hard, you know? I'm just the last 30th person, and it's not. It's easy. Everything you need is right there, too. You can just get it in the shop. If you're not getting 10,000 points, you're not doing your share. And even, I think you need more than that, but we're just saying, like, bare minimum. I better go after this Vow Raven here. So make sure I get it. Once again, to make sure you loop, it tells you how many green gems there are. If you have 14 or more, you're gonna loop. If you have less than 14, maybe look and see if you can take something off the board. Or maybe use skulls or something. You can't just blindly press buttons. Most video games, you can't just blindly press... If you're playing Mario 1, you can't just keep hitting A over and over. You just keep jumping and you'll get hit by the Koopas. It's not how games work. Oh, I'm dying already. Sweet! Alright. We still have enough to loop, though. That's why I always carry at least 2 of these. Not as good. If I lose on this first battle, I'm probably going to be irritated. Because it could happen. Let's get rid of the Silent Sentinel. Maybe I should try a different weapon with the Summoner. Sometimes you gotta switch stuff up when you get deeper. Think we're gonna be okay! Ouch. Maybe, maybe not. Let's get rid of the blue. Come on, Astro Mother, you got this, girl. No! Stop it. Stop it. Beating me up, Snake. Snake! Alright, what do we do? We gotta be more careful. Oh! Quit hitting me. Not very nice. No! Ah! I'm gonna die. Alright, come on, Astro Mother, you got this, girl. You don't even have to hit them for all their durability. You just have to do the, HP. Why'd I do that? We got green, yellow, purple. Let's go. Where you at? There's literally... Okay, finally. Jeez. First battle of the day. Here we go. Alright, so... Yellow and brown. Let's get rid of one of those. Let's go with brown. Oh, skulls? Oh, sure, sure. Sure, buddy. Sure. Sure, buddy. Alright. We need green, yellow, purple. Where you at? By the way, I switched to Astro Mother because, Worldbreaker didn't seem like he was doing too much. They keep getting skulls, like, every single time. Stop it. They can't do nothing but skulls, and they keep getting skulls. It's a mana-generating troop. And it keeps getting skulls. I'll take this green. Is a skull gonna fall? No? Oh, yeah, buddy! He got skulls like 50 times in a row. That's great. Well, I guess we gotta switch the team now. What do we do, then? Well, this will be a nice teaching tool here. What happens when you start losing? What do you do? We gotta stay with Oracle. I think we switch our weapon to something that can summon, right? So I'm not really using this anyway. I don't think Divinian Fields does it have one of those weapons? We have to use green too, that's the problem. Like, I don't think any Divinian Fields weapon is green and summons. So that's why I was using this, because it's a Divinian Fields weapon that's green. But now we're just gonna have to, like, not use a Divinian Fields weapon. do something else that's not, probably not yellow. And then just find a summoner. It doesn't matter really which one, like Koboltine Wand. Koboltine Wand is good. See if we can find something even better than that, maybe. Koboltine Wand's pretty good, though. Could do this one. Emerald Baton. See what it's got. Not as good. Could do this one. Brownstorm we don't need. Okay. Could do this. If you really want to play it safe, you could do Essence of Evil. Just tie stuff up. I'd rather have a summon, though. Give all green allies 2 mana. Fairy Fire the first enemy. That might be good. Let's do that. That's helpful. Fist of Heaven. Barrier. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Ice Storm, that's blue. Who cares about that? We don't need that. We got Jar of Eyes. Jar of Eyes, pretty good. Lots of options. So far, I'm liking the Emerald Blade the most. See this one. Gain 4 mana. Scatter Enchant. Okay. Let's go through all the options since I'm sure other people are having this problem as well. And maybe they don't have this weapon. What was the second best one, did we say? Jar of Eyes is good. Fist of Heaven, I think, was the other one. Or whatever one was given green, given mana to green. Whatever one that was, I forget. I don't feel like going back through it. It's already recorded on the stream if you want to go back and listen to it again. We got this. Okay. Bone Storm. Blue Ally, Submerge. There's a lot of explodey weapons. So you should have one of them. There's so many. You see how many that I'm finding? It's a lot of them. But I'm going to go with Emerald Blade, I think. All right, now let's see how this goes. Now, if we lose Hippolyta, then we're not going to be able to loop as good with the second one. But we can bring something in, that way we don't lose the second one at least. Let's try this. Now I definitely have to buy up in the shop, dang it. Nice mechanic gloves you have on, right? That's your first 2? Gym Chest gave me Scorpius and the new Mythic. Nice. I don't know how it gave you Scorpius if the new Mythic should be the only one available. That's weird. Unless you're talking about like the other day. Whenever a new Mythic comes out, the only Mythic you can get out of the chest is the new one. Maybe you mean like Wednesday and then or Thursday, then Friday or something. That's pretty cool. That's 2 pretty good ones. Trey gifted a membership to Tyrion Shark. Gotcha again. What up, K Oz? Battle are super tough later on. Use weapon that entangles. Yeah, like Essence of Evil is probably a really good choice. You can just shoot the first enemy with it. Keep it all. The code is if player equals Sinnycool skull. I know. You see how many skulls they got? You can. That's another thing that's recorded on video that you can go check out. How many times that Stone Viper got skulls when it can't do anything else except for hit me with skulls. And it got skulls like 6 times in like 8 turns. Trickster shot's okay, yeah. It's probably not going to help you stay alive. It might help you kill quicker. Alright, let's see. Skulls in both spots. That's sweet. So we're going to get hit either way. Thing is, though, like, even if it's hard right now, getting to 10k, I didn't have any trouble. So if somebody in your guild's not getting to 10k, they're not having this same problem, because this happens after 10k. I need to pay more attention, too. 16. 20. 16. 12. Take away the purple. 11. Now we got less. We could do this. Like on purple. Sucks she doesn't have a storm. That's one thing that makes her worse than, like, Chalcedony. Kind of need a storm to make sure they loop forever. $13's okay-ish. 11 again. Maybe I go with blue here. Should've took that extra turn, though, you stupid dummy. Now you're getting hit with skulls, you idiot. I think we're a little bit further out ahead here. We can do this. Of course he's blocking. Out of all the summons I could have got, we get a green-yellow. Who just got hit by skulls twice. Already. How am I having so much trouble here? We got this. That. Free skulls. This. What do you do? Blue gems to green dragon gems. Let's go with that. Now we have a weird storm. What is that? An elemental storm? Kill that. Just gotta start working on these down here. Sure, buddy. We can do this again. It's fine. It's fine. As long as we don't lose our second Hippolyta. This battle should go differently than the last one. That's why you need multiple. Somebody asked me that in the comments. Why do you use multiple Hippolytas? Well, this is the example right here. I think they were specifically talking about 3 of them, but with 3, it's because there's no other good option, really. I mean, you could try other things, but there's nothing great. So the easiest thing to do is just do 3 of them. Alright, there we go. I think the weapon is helping. That would be my advice. I switched to Astral Mother instead of World Breaker. Now I'm switching to Emerald, whatever it's called. Emerald Blade. Let's go ahead and buy up in the shop. We're gonna need it. Come on, dum-dum. Tier 5. Potion of Blessing. And 30 miles, let's go. What up, Chad? Thank you so much for the 2. Trey ran out there to help Kenji. Ripped one of his gloves off, put it on his hand. Ripped the rag out of his back pocket, started wiping down stuff. Got to see what's wrong. And there's so much oil like splattered all over the engine, you can't even see where there's like broken hoses and stuff like that. So he's got to wipe it down with the rag. And then here comes Chad, getting it started, firing it up, in the engine. He's like pushing the thing that makes the engine. He's not like revving it with the pedal. He's like in the engine, like hitting the throttle. Because Chad knows how to do that. Everybody's been like, that's not how trains work, bro. That's not how trains work. What are you talking about? I don't know. It's Fantasyland. Imagination world. Who cares? 7. This is a good candidate for an Astro Mother. We could do yellow, and then we could get the skulls, too. Take away a color that is not green. 13. See, that's what you do. When you lose, that's your signal to change your strat, your team. Unless it's like pure faction. I mean, even then, it's like, do you up your horde level? Can you try a different team? But yeah, that's usually my signal in any game. If I start to die or lose, you might need to either go a different way or change your strategy. You don't just keep going and going and going with the same exact thing. That's not what you do. So I immediately changed to a different weapon, and now we're doing fine. After that bull crap with the Stone Viper, by the way, which is probably a blessing, because if I had won and somehow pulled off that victory, maybe I wouldn't have changed my weapon. So I'm kind of glad that the Stone Viper had such good RNG. Alright, I'm up over like 10,000 miles right now. I'm probably getting close to 11. Oh, you got the Scorpius the day before. That's pretty good first 2 mythics. You're probably close to a dragon too, huh? Are you been doing the dungeon every day? I feel like beginners these days, that's their first mythic, is like a dragon egg dragon. Maybe not, though. I need to do a new account playthrough again. I haven't done one in like a year. Been thinking about it. About as much as I've been thinking about playing Puzzle Quest 3. I'm going to do one or the other eventually. Let's not take green off the board. Let's take yellow. I want to leave green. We're already getting hit. Wonderful. Should have took that purple off. $10. So instead of doing that, I'm going to do this. Now I'll do this. 17's good to go. 19's good to go. 3 skulls. 10 is not, but it still worked. 16's good to go. 22. That's why we're doing deep journey, deep bounty, deep Underspire. You can see what happens when it gets harder. We still need the points anyway. I'm not doing it for nothing. I wonder which does more damage. We got 134 plus 12, or we got 88. 134 plus 12. Like 1... Oh, I guess the spell does more. Just checking. Maybe if you armor pierce. Nothing died that time. $10,623. Can't believe I lost a battle. That's annoying. Especially when we need the points. Ruhan's here. What up, Ruhan? You dropped Oracle for Spirit Walker to Entangle and for the Leaf Storm. The only problem with that is you won't have your loop anymore, but you gotta stick with all Centaur if you want the loop. Which means you have to be Oracle. But whatever's working for you, man, never let me change your mind if it's working for you. If you got more points than me, more miles than me, and it's working for you, just keep going with it. You know me, though. I gotta explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. Let's get this Val Raven. Switching to any other class is gonna make your loop fail more often. And the whole way to, like, keep going and winning is mostly looping. But whatever works for you, don't let me talk you out of it. Okay, we got this. Get rid of it. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. 9. Probably have to take the skulls. Then they'll get skulls anyway. Could cast this, I guess. Just go on blue. I think we, not sure what happened there. I think we had barrier, maybe. Alright, one enemy left. Get this purple, get that out of here. Get this out of here. Looking good, looking good. Got it. Yeah, congrats, Kenji. Guess who's getting Diamantina tomorrow? Hopefully it's you. Hopefully. Beg says my guild is Bracket 1 Guild Wars, and I am seeing event fatigue with the extra rewards. We are starting to get to Sunday to finish. Same here. It's the first time we've ever made it all the way. I don't know. Maybe not the first time, but most of the time we get done on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Well, here we are on Sunday, not even, like, super close or anything. Like, I'm not going to get it done right here. Just... And I bought up to Tier 5. There are definitely people trying very hard in our guild, but there's also people not trying very hard. Which is a problem. They're gonna get kicked. It just is what it is. And they probably don't care, I guess. Our guild leader is not a lenient one. At least he hasn't been in the past. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they have excuses? I don't know. I'm not the guild leader, so I don't know what's been happening in the background. I don't even know if I'd want to be. Ever. Maybe I would try it again. And, like, let someone else do it. Not that we need to right now, just saying. I was thinking about that the other day, like, what if in 5 years from now, somehow I became the guild leader? Would I want to? Most time I say no. Do not want to. It's too much extra work and stress. Already have a channel, you know. I don't need to be a guild leader, too, when I have a channel. Which is already being extra. I'm an extra AF Gems of War player because I have a whole YouTube channel that makes everything take twice as long. So being a guild leader is a way to also be extra AF playing Gems of War. I don't want to be triple extra AF. I'm already extra. If you want to be extra, be a guild leader. It'll give you a lot more work and stress. The game that's already trying to do that to you. But yeah, you're right, Beg. I've been saying it about how the game is dying and people are leaving. I don't like saying it a lot because it's like a self-sabotaging type of thing to do because it's my main game on my channel. And I don't want the game to go away. But it's just like overall trend is going slowly down. You can just see it in your own guild, like the bottom. People doing nothing. You need new players more often. Kenji says, if you went to high school near Amsterdam, we were in the same class. Whoa, that's pretty cool. What a coincidence. Livewire says got to 15k miles. It gets tough for sure. Nice. So that's another strat. Maybe try a trickster shot. Chad's at work on his break. Efley's here. Chop is here. Kenji says I got a dragon egg a while ago. Ruby Wrath or Amalgrin dropped. They have 6 stars, but they are red instead of blue. Yeah, it's a boss. So it's a mythic still. People call boss troops mythics, so it's kind of the same. Like Zul'Goth, if I do a top 10 mythics, Zul'Goth's gonna be on there. He's a boss troop. We are getting a lot of boss troops though. You could almost have a whole new category, but they function as mythics pretty much. So most people just call the red ones mythics too. I know it's confusing, but yeah, that's probably your first mythic then, like the dragon egg. Dragon. So we haven't had any trouble since I switched my weapon, but our very first battle we lost after Stone Viper hit 8 skull matches in a row somehow. It was the last enemy alive. I'm gonna rewrite history with the... No. Got dragged back in, Tyrion. Welcome back to the choir. Every time I escape, I get dragged back in, kicking and screaming. Just Nicole says, beginner user here, watched your videos and started my account over to do it correctly. That's awesome. That takes a lot of patience to do that. I respect it. I wish more people would do that. Just because you're level 100, you can get back to level 100 pretty quickly. You could start all the way over, pick your mastery correctly. I don't know. What could you do wrong? I don't know, but that's one example. You could pick your mastery incorrect. You could be taking purple every single time when then you never get Mountain Crusher, you never get Mang, you never get Golden Cog. You could blow a lot of resources. Maybe you just want to start over. It's cool, though. It's better than getting stuck somewhere and stuff you can't take back. Blowing writs or something, blowing diamonds on, like, your first mythic, you buy a weird one or something. You could definitely... I guess starting over would have to be, like, the mastery example. Something you can't take back that, can't fix easily. Being a GM is like a job, yep. That's why I don't want it. The game's already enough like a job, you know? Maybe if it was the only game I played, like I don't... If I was one of you guys, like if I was Sana or Chad or Tyrion or whoever... It's like the YouTube channel that is me being a guild leader type of stuff. Like, I'm already kind of doing that. I don't want to be super extra and also be a guild leader, you know? Not that there's no reason to me to even talk about it. Mr. Extreme's the guild leader. He's been doing fine. Just was thinking about it the other day, like, would I want to? I haven't been one in a while, and the last time I did it, it was not good. But I always tell other people not to do it. If it was thrust upon me, like all of a sudden, would I say yes or no? I don't know. I think if I was smart, I would say no and just let... I would recommend somebody else that I know is decent. If it was thrust upon me, I would probably say, why don't you ask this person and, like, mention somebody else in the guild. That'd be the smart thing to do. But I don't know. Would I say yes? Probably like a 50-50. There we go. No trouble since I switched to Emerald Blade here. I really haven't... I've only had to use it one time. So you saw that one battle was like an anomaly almost. But I still like the switching to the summoning weapon. I think that's something you should do eventually. But we gotta keep going till we use all our sigils at least. Journey takes forever. Livewire says, has anyone gotten Sentinel troops yet from Underspire? I'm shooting blanks so far. Same here, and I've actually been playing it more than usual, and I have not got one. The first week it came out, I got, I got, like, the chests. I got a couple of them. I just got torches out of them. I haven't seen a chest either since everybody else was having trouble not seeing any kind of Sentinel battles and stuff. I think they fixed it now. But I still haven't seen any. Except for the first week where I got like 4 torches total. I gotta get this Val Raven. Let's go get it first. Make sure it doesn't fly away. Okay, now we go top to bottom. Incidental skulls, yada yada. Has that fairy fire been going off at all? I forget when it happens. Fairy fire the first enemy. It only happened once, maybe? Does it happen when I cast, maybe? Let's get this out of here. Haven't been paying attention to the fairy fire. Might only happen when we cast, or it might only happen once. Get this out of here. Way too much of a different color. We only got 12. Could do this once. Let's get purple out of here. Oh yeah, that was a good choice. Alright, Chad, have a good day at work. Slap that like button on the way out. Yeah, I mean, if it was like be the GM or else you, your guild goes in the toilet and gets all chaotic and maybe disbands, like, I would probably do it then. If it was like between like guild existing or not existing, I would probably just do it and try to find somebody to replace me eventually. Definitely something I don't recommend though. It's too much stress. Way easier just to be somebody in the middle of the pack in a good guild in the top 20, top 15, top 25, whatever. Just be like in the middle of the pack with no attention on you. Way better. You can just do your thing. No one ever expects too much out of you. Just do your share. No worries. If somebody else doesn't do their share, it doesn't matter to you. Way better. It's not like you're going to be the one kicking them or sending them a message or anything. Just look at the leaderboard, make sure you're doing your share, and get out of there. Don't look at other people's scores. I guess if it becomes a problem where no one's addressing the problem, you might have to eventually get involved, but you could also just leave the guild if you don't like what's going on. You don't have to sit there and argue with people or tell people how to do their stuff like, alright then, see ya, you know? You're letting this person stay when they're doing nothing over and over and over and over. I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna go find another guild, right? Could say that. It's me or them type stuff. Then it's hard to find people, so. But then it's like, do you let this person keep doing 0? They're not helping. It's just a body to fill a spot just to say you have 30 out of 30. Well, it's better to, like, get rid of that person and then, like, try to find somebody else than to just let them sit there just because they're a body. Soaking up, leeching. Larkin. Tyrion says my goal for the 4-year anniversary of meddling troops was 700. Did you get it? I've been doing a lot of stuff, like, I leveled up some kingdoms, like power levels, not, what else? Like getting the second Diamantina, getting, Zul'Karid to 20, just getting all the troops in the entire game, except for the ones that I obviously can't get. I've had a lot of accomplishments in the game recently. I'm trying for the Horde Mimic Mythic now. I've been doing a lot of Underworld, getting stuff to 2,500. I've got like a couple classes to 100. I like having stuff to do, accomplishments to make. When you hurry up and rush them all, I feel like you're going to quit the game quicker. That's why I level my classes slowly. Just it makes me feel better when I'm doing something that's annoying and just grindy, to also be leveling a class at the same time. It just makes it feel better. Like a mental gymnastic. What do I need here? Come on, red? Sure. Like I'm working on Death Knight right now. Like, at least I'm doing something. Not right now, but outside of this. Alright, we gotta get the Val Raven. We will switch to something else pretty soon. I just need to be doing this, so let me know if anybody's really bored with this. I can switch. We got Bounty, which... Another thing we might have trouble with. My score seems pretty low for some reason. We accomplished it last week. Or last Bounty. The Tesla to Sunday. Now, while I'm double confirming, I've heard rumbles of people not getting it done that way, and I kind of also feel like I'm not going to get it done. But I'm equating it to factions on Tuesday, where sometimes you can get them done for free, and sometimes you can't. Why am I doing that guy? I don't know. Let's go. Let's just do this battle, and then I'll do the rest of Journey by myself, so we can switch to something else. We're 47 minutes into the live stream, and we did quite a bit of Journey. We ran into some trouble. We fixed the trouble. It's time to do maybe Bounty. I will be using all my sigils, though. Don't know if we're going to make it. If we don't make it, it'll be the first time we have not completed an event in a long time, which will be very weird. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it if we do not complete this journey. We still got to get 20,000 miles. Today's the last day. We're halfway through the day. I've only got 5 sigils left. It's not like I'm going to be able to do too much more than maybe like 10 battles max. Which is like another 1,000 maybe. So I can't do it by myself. Somebody else out there is going to have to do like 8,000 miles, or 8 people are going to have to do 1,000. Like, if we want that shiny, those shiny keys, man. If not, this will be the first time, literally the first time in years, ever since I've joined this guild, where we don't get something done. It's probably the first time. Unless there's like one time where I wasn't paying attention on a Sunday where we barely didn't finish it. Like, this is the first time I've ever noticed that we did not finish an event, which would be weird. Don't know how I'm going to feel about that. And it's not like I can go... I'm not going to buy up to... Like, the juice isn't worth the squeeze just for 4 shiny keys and a major orb of chaos. I'm not going to do it all by myself and buy up to tier 7 and spend another 2,000 gems. Like, everybody from 16 up did their share for sure. 10k. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll let y'all know on the weekly preview or something if we finished or not. But bounty time. Let's go. Let's go fail the bounty. Ooh, I gotta do that too. I forgot about that. Where is it? Gotta go games, maybe? Alright, so I've used Tesla the whole time. I gotta make it 64,000 points today. I doubt I'm going to get there, but we're going to still try it. We got to switch out of Tesla right now. Go with Corpse Mare. And we go Corpse Mare up top, Tigraki, try Terror on the bottom. Ogress will pull herself to the front. I think the banner's fine. Alright, let's just see what happens. We can get the footage on video. Video proof of us failing or doing it. Either way, it's proof on video. 8 orbs of power. You get Zul'Goth for sure. Zul'Goth is number 1. And CT's number 2, and then Enraged Kurandara's number 3, probably. Alright, blue would be stupid because Corpse Mare's getting up next turn anyway, so... It's enchanted. Alright, now do this. Let's get the Vow Raven. Do that. This is so much slower than Tesla. It's gonna be hard to adjust. Alright, let's get that Vow Raven out of here. We definitely need it, and it showed up on the first battle, which is a promising sign, but even then, I don't think we're gonna have enough. I was thinking that yesterday, like, as I finished up yesterday with my bounty, I'm like, what? That's a lot of points still to go. That's kind of crazy. Guess we'll see, though. Luckily, the Vow Raven showed up on the first battle. But I don't think that's gonna help anyway. We'll have to figure it out next bounty, like exactly how far you can go with Tesla. I've just heard people say they use Tesla the entire time. Then I used Tesla until Sunday last time, and it worked. So there's multiple things making me think that that would work, but it was also still double confirming this week. Never said 100%. The only 100%s are if you buy Tier 5, you can use Tesla the entire time without switching back. Or you can use Tesla till 20 and then switch to entire bounty team. Those are the only things I know for 100% fact that work. Alright, so... let's see how this goes. We need Vow Ravens out the butt. Let's do another one. Discord. There's my Discord right there. How many people we have in that thing now, Sana? How many people are in our Discord now? You've been putting it on the P99 videos too, so hopefully some of those people are showing up as well. I don't even know how many we have. I think last I checked we had like 100 maybe. For a Discord that I don't like even you know, don't do much with. I think that's pretty cool. Let's also curse them. Let's mess up the skulls. Let's kill her. Cast this. See why we use Tesla? Why we try to use Tesla as long as possible? You see why? It's because of this and how long this takes and how boring this is. I'm just trying to help y'all. I don't know why people still do the Tigraki from the beginning. There's definitely a way to not do that. 100%. As long as you stop at the right time, you don't have to do that. I don't know why they do it, though. It's like, you like pain or something. It's not that hard to put one Tesla in and switch one Tesla out. It's not like the doomed weapon where you have to switch it every single time you fight a doom or something, where you keep the doom weapon the entire time because it's annoying to switch back and forth. It's use Tesla until this, and then switch one troop out and one troop in for the rest of the time. It's not like annoying or anything. Or Queen Beatrix, or Red Macaque, or Black Manacles, whatever. I think Red Macaque is a wonderful idea, because then you can get class experience while you do the bounty, which you really couldn't do before. Alright, Val Raven, come on, baby. Show up. 128 members, alright. Zul, then CT, then EK. I totally agree. Beg says I will pay to tier 5 to save some time. Yeah, I might even do that going forward too. I'm like using it as an opportunity to see exactly what you can and can't do. That's why I started this whole channel in the first place. Like, I wanted to record games as I beat them, or if I did something cool or glitch or some kind of farming strategy. That's why I started. So the whole like using Tesla for bounty is helping lots of people get it done faster. And that's the whole reason I started the channel, stuff like that. I got a Dark Souls 2 video where I show people how to farm souls, 2 million souls in like 10 minutes. It's got over like 20,000 views right now. It's like my 4th or 5th biggest video. And that's the type of stuff I've always tried to do. And we got to go with the Val Raven. There it is, by the way. Are we going to get so close and then fail? We've seen 2 of them so far. It's going to be just like a Tuesday faction event. We're going to get so close, and then we're going to have to buy tier 5 to finish. I can just see it now. So we've got 2 Val Ravens, and we have a chance to get a whole nother one, too. So we're not even... It's not like our last sigil or anything. Let's get that Val Raven out of here 100%. I haven't missed any, just for the record. Bang. Boom. Ogress. Anybody else done any... What kind of strategy did you do? How far did you get? We've heard from 2 or 3 people so far. What about everybody else? Did you do 4 bounty troops the entire time just to play it safe? Did you do Tesla until Friday and then switch to the full bounty team? What did you do and how did it turn out? Alright, 2 more sigils, y'all. So I got 5 remaining. We need 46,000 points. Get 6,000 per battle. That means we need about 8 fights. We got 5 right now. We're going to be short by 1. I have a feeling we're going to be short by 1. That's going to be so annoying. Because I feel we could get 1 more Val Raven for sure. 5 battles, you think you'd get at least 1 Val Raven. That'll be 7. Times 6,000 is 42. That's so stupid. It's like they wanted to make me wrong. We're going to be short by like 1 battle. So dumb. Oh wait, though I did one full bounty team on my video. I forgot. So we would have been a little bit more short. I totally forgot I did that. For the video, I had to record 1 battle with my full bounty team. So I did a full bounty team on Friday. So you'd have to take away 1,200 of my points right now for that 1 battle. So that's why... Okay. Anyway, we're still going to be super close. It's weird. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give in yet. What if we get 2 Val Ravens? Probably won't. It's not impossible, though. 7 battles. I'm just banking on at least one more Valraven. That's 7 battles. And then maybe... If the sooner we get it, maybe we'll get another one, but I doubt it. I think we're going to finish needing 1 battle. Just so stupid. Just going to take red. I don't want skulls. Skulls just mess you up while you're doing true damage based on armor. Just cast Ogress, Corpse Mare, and Tigraki. Shouldn't have done that. Why'd I do that? Getting cheeky. Okay, let's shoot the bottom one. I don't want to use Tigraki on something with 19 HP left. Do that. Alright. Tesla's pet. Sana says I keep playing Tesla due to lack of time, so an extra tier. Right. You don't have to, you know you don't have to put Tesla on your shoulder though, right? It still counts even, just like, test it out yourself. And anyway, like, you don't have your hero, so it wouldn't matter, right? If your hero's not on the team, whether it's wearing Tesla or not, is the same thing as having it just in your stable. This game is cool because it lets you wear whatever pet you want. And you still get all the bonuses from all the other pets. As long as they apply. So it's not crazy. It doesn't apply every single stat from every single pet because it doesn't. That's not how it works. Like, some of the pets give bonuses to giants. If you don't have a giant on your team, you're not going to get that bonus, of course. Some of the pets give bonuses to Divinian Fields. If you don't have any Divinian Fields troop on your team, of course you're not going to get that bonus. But if it's a Tesla and you're using Tesla, you're going to get the bonus whether it's on your shoulder or not. Like, you're not even using your hero, and you're still going to get the Tesla bonus. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because you get all the stats from all your whole stable. You can have no pet on your shoulder, and you would still get all the stats from all your pets that apply. If you could somehow put 0 pet, like a blank space, and no pet on your shoulder, if you're using Tesla, you still get the bonus from your Tesla pet. If you have Lucky on your shoulder, if you have Moon on your shoulder, if you have Mini Karen on your shoulder, or whatever it's called, you still get the bonus from the Tesla pet as long as you own it and it's in your stable. You don't have to wear it. It's like the biggest thing people... like the biggest misunderstanding in the game sometimes. Which nobody tells you anywhere. I think the other big misunderstanding is like the tribute thing where you have to take it every hour to get your gems. Some people think they like stack and stack and stack and they just take it once a day. It's like a huge mistake that, like, you play the game way better if you know those two things. Like, no, you don't have to wear Tesla pet to get the Tesla bonus. You can put whatever you want on your shoulder and you still get that bonus. Yes, you must take your tribute every single hour if you want gems. They do not stack and stack and stack like gold. Yes, gold does. That's why it's confusing, because gold does stack up over like 24 hours. But gems don't, because gems are based on how many tributes you get in that hour. And they freeze until you take them. You don't keep getting new tribute, yeah? You don't keep getting more gems if you just sit there. You have to take it every hour. Those are two of the things in the game that people get wrong the most, I think. Or they misunderstand, because they don't really tell you anywhere. If you weren't watching YouTube or looking at the forums or looking for the information, and why would you even like think to look for that information? You just assume it works a certain way. Because it makes sense. If I wear this pet, I get this bonus. That makes sense. But that's not how it works. If I take my tribute once a day, I get all this gold. So I must be getting all the gems too, right? That makes sense. That's not how it works, unfortunately. Actually, fortunately, because you can get way more gems than you would have. You can end up getting 20 gems an hour instead of just getting like 20-something for the whole day. Because just try it yourself. Don't take a tribute. You can try both for yourself and do an experiment for yourself. You know, don't take your tribute all day. Let it rack up for 12 hours or something, and then take it. You're only going to get like 20 gems. Get 15 to like 30, somewhere in there. But you're not going to get 60. You're not going to get 100. It's not going to stack up like that. You only have one, and it's somewhere from like 15 to 30. But then the next day, take your tribute every single hour, all day, and see how many gems you get. You're going to get 20 this hour, 20 the next hour, 20 the next hour, 20 the next hour. It's going to be way better. You're going to get like 200 instead of 20. Same with the pet thing. You can look at your, what would you look at? What would be the easiest? Maybe your, I think like MiniMimic or Moon or something. Like, go to a battle, run a battle, see how many souls you get. Then run the same battle with Moon on your shoulder and see how many souls you get. And it'll be exactly the same because you're getting the Moon bonus whether it's on your shoulder or not. And you can test it yourself. Just go to an easy battle where you know, like, run the battle 10 times and see how many souls you get each time. Make sure it's like the same every time. And then put Lucky on your shoulder and see if you get more, because you won't. You'll get the same thing because you're already getting it. You can test it yourself. Things that you don't even know that would make sense the other way, but you can test it yourself to find out that the way I'm saying it works is how it works. You could double check me if you want. That's what's cool about the stuff I say. Most of the time you can double check me if you want, if you don't believe me. That's why I stopped talking about the treasure multiplier order and stuff, because it's hard to double check if that works or not. I tried to test it myself. It's never the same. You can't really test it, so even though I still believe you should do it in multiplier order, it's hard for me to, I can't say go try it yourself and do this experiment to make sure it works. I've tried it, I can't, it's hard to test. So I just stopped saying it. I still believe it, but I'm going to stop saying it because I'm not 100% sure. Just like today, I'm going to stop saying you can use Tesla until Sunday and then use a full bounty team. If this fails right here, now I know. And I can say something else. It's kind of how science works. They say one thing until it proves to be wrong, and then they stop saying it. Bang. Yeah, they got a Karen troop coming out. Mini Karen. I think it's actually Me Karen, which I thought was Moo Karen. And I was just picturing some lady who was complaining about something with a moo on. But I guess it's a macaroon? I don't know. I don't even really know what a macaroon is. What's a macaroon? I could probably look it up so I don't seem dumb. Sounds like a nut. But it looks like a cookie with, like, frosting in the middle, like a Oreo, but not. It looks like a bagel. Looks like a bagel to me. I don't know what it is. Cookie Man's here. They should release. They do. Ogress is kind of like Karen. That's what I call Karen. This is Karen right here. That's what I picture, anyway. When Ogress first came out, I called her Karen. That's what I picture when people say, there's a Karen out there and she's being crazy. That's what she looks like. This is how a lot of women around me look. Like in my neighborhood. You don't want to live where I live. Alright, let's check our score. It's not looking great at this moment in time. We got 34 left. We get 6 a fight. That's 18. Not looking good. Even if we get another Valraven. But hey, figure stuff out. That's what we're doing here. That doesn't make sense, actually, Sana, but... You know what I mean? Like, I completely understand why you thought putting a pet on your shoulder would add stats. I think that would be cooler. Because then there's more strategy involved. The way that it actually works, there's no strategy. It's just every single pet applies. Like, I think there's a place for you to look up your stats. You know, somewhere. And, like, even right now, we probably get a pet bonus right now. I don't even know, because I forget if it's, like, if your hero's not in the battle. But you could test it yourself if you don't believe me. And, like, let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I've been saying it for 5 years now. And I've, you know, tested it myself, so. But there's no harm, no foul either way, actually. You know what I mean? Like, if you put Tesla Pet on your shoulder, you're not hurting anything. It just maybe, like, wasted a couple of seconds is the only thing you're really hurting. Like, to go put a different pet on before every single battle, that's just a little bit of a waste of time, but it's really not hurting too much. Same as me just putting on a random pet because it looks cool. I waste time doing that. Everybody wastes time with pets. I think that's in my first secrets video, like Gems of War secrets. I think I put the pet thing in there because it's something people get confused by all the time, and it's totally makes sense why you're confused about it, because your way would make way more sense than the way it actually works. Always compare it to, I think, Neverwinter. I don't know if Supernova's here, but I feel like in Neverwinter, all the stats from your mounts, you got all the stats, like, for your whole stable. No matter which mount you're riding. So you get, let's say you have a tiger mount, a kangaroo mount, an elephant mount, whatever, a crow. They all have, like, little perks that they give you. But if you're riding the tiger, you still get the crow perk. You still get the elephant perk. You're getting all of them from your whole stable. It works the same way with the Gems of War and your pets here. I think it was Supernova that plays Neverwinter. I haven't played that game in a long time, though. Mini Karen. Coconut cookie? Yeah, I don't know what a macaroon is. You know what a macaroon is because you're a cookie. I think I know what it is now that now you guys say it's a cookie. Gonna hit this. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna have to buy tier 5. I'm like a 99% sure. Oh. I was using it like peasant when it wasn't peasant. What do we need? Neverwinter, yeah. It's mostly for me, it was just like it was on PS4. Same reason I started playing Gems of War. And I kind of played them both for a couple years each, but I continued with Gems of War, and I did not continue with Neverwinter. 2 fights left. Oh no, not looking good. 28 is what we need. We only got 12 worth of. If we get a Valraven, it's going to be so close. I kind of want to see. So close, it's annoying. Just like when you do a faction on Tuesday and you need that extra. You need like one battle and you're out of sigils and you're like, man, do I buy this next one just to get that orb? Or do I not? You know, you've been in that situation before. Somebody out there's been in that situation before. You're on a Tuesday with the faction event. You're trying to do it for free. All of a sudden, you're short by like 1 battle. Maybe 2 or 3, like 1. You just need 1 more sigil. Literally just one sigil would have did it. And now you gotta buy the next tier just to get that one sigil. Just to complete the faction event. It's like, is that orb worth 300 gems? You gotta decide. Because then the orb could be like an orange one or a green one. Maybe you're really low on gems. That's why, if you're already trying to do it for free on a Tuesday, like you're already trying to save gems, and now you're short by one freaking battle, you need one sigil, and now you gotta decide, do I spend 300 gems on one orb? Going into the event thinking you're trying to save gems? It's a hard decision sometimes, because you could get a green. Get a freaking orange you don't need. But you gotta think of the before, not the after, because it could have been a pet orb or a glory orb, and then you would have been celebrating and thinking you're the smartest person alive. It's like you can't make the shot you don't shoot. If you don't shoot the ball, there's no way you're going to make the shot. If you're just holding it, helicoptering, standing there helicoptering with the ball under your armpit, can't make the shot. Gotta shoot the ball. Then you open the orb and then you get the green or the orange. You're like, man, I should not have done that. But how are you supposed to know? You shot the ball. What else is going on, everybody? We got the new Mythic. Underspire. I think that's what people are mostly interested in, so I should have been doing that. This whole live stream is probably the Underspire and the new Mythic. But I'm kind of doing things I need to do today, which I don't normally, I don't know. Some people are probably still doing Journey and Bounty, though. Doing my priorities thing. These are my priorities. Journey, and then Bounty, and then Underspire. Alright, one battle left. We're going to be short. Will there be a Vow Raven or not? Yeah, a lot of torches. This week would be a good week if you're trying to go to 7. There it is, dude. Look at it. They're rubbing my face in it. Everybody knew that was going to happen. They're going to give me one more. That way I could be just barely short. When it worked last time, and now I'm short by one freaking fight. We got to take off 1,200 points still for my one fight on Friday, but still. It's going to be really close. Super annoying. We got 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, let's go here. Got this thing. Let's just blow up those skulls. Nice. Got an extra turn right there. Why not? Kill that. But yeah, as far as spoilers go, what's going on next week? We got Guild Wars next week. Everybody's excited, right? I did a little bit better last Guild Wars, so I'm not as annoyed with it. But I still don't... It's not fun. It's more of an anxious, stressful feeling than an excited or any type of that kind of feeling. It's not even like Arena. Arena you could just skip. If you don't like it, you can just skip it. That's why I think Guild Wars is worse than Arena for most people. Now you could say you hate Arena all you want, but you can skip it and nobody cares. Guild Wars costs you gems for Sentinels. Your guild makes you play it. It's stressful and you don't like it. I think Guild Wars is worse. Maybe even PvP too. Game's forcing you to do PvP for your tasks and stuff. Arena is not the worst event in the game. There are other events where you have to play them. And they're just as annoying as Arena. But at least with Arena, it doesn't cost you anything, and you can skip it. So anybody saying that Arena is like the worst in the game, I would say maybe rethink that. I think Treasure Hunt's the worst, but you could say the same to me. Well, what about Guild Wars or PvP, stuff they force you to do that costs you? Like, Treasure Hunt, I could just act like it doesn't exist and it doesn't hurt me at all. That's another reason why it's not good and it sucks. I can just totally ignore it and act like it does not exist and still play this game just fine. Totally for free. You know a game mode sucks when you can just totally ignore it and no consequence at all. You don't get any worse at the game. You're not missing out on any resources. Your guild doesn't care whether you play it or not. With Treasure Hunt, at least. The Arena, at least you're missing out on offers, which could be writs, they could be deeds, they could be pet versus, they could be other pets. People love pets so much they stop playing Vault just to go get a pet, but they won't play Arena to get a pet. I don't understand, but then they'll go play Treasure Hunt to get their 1 gem per 15 minutes. Doesn't make sense to me. Let's do this. Alright, we're an hour and a half into this live stream. I really need to pick up the pace. My days go so fast. Even with the hour, we gotta fall back. We had to fall back an hour. Now I gotta figure out, like, when do I put out certain videos for Gems of War, too? Since we fell back an hour. It's gonna be slightly different. I mean, it's probably pretty easy. Just do it an hour earlier or whatever, an hour later. I'll figure it out. But it was something I had to think about. Like, oh, now if I do my faction video and I want to put it out at reset, what time do I do it now? Is it 2 or is it 4? Or is it still 3? I don't know. Pretty sure it's different. Like, my clock would normally say 3 a.m. when reset happens, which is terrible. My reset is at 3 a.m. Think about that. For most people, it is not 3 a.m. We got, like, the worst reset time. I'm trying to do a YouTube channel with reset being at 3 a.m. I don't think anybody else, except for maybe Tacet. I don't know, maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know where people live. There's definitely other people that have it way easier, though, than 3 a.m. And they can suck a hot dog. Let's finish this up. Got another Val Raven, no freaking way. Am I gonna make it? That'll suck if my 1200 affects this at all somehow. Now I'm confused. What am I doing? I'm like not even playing good. I didn't expect to see a Val Raven there. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. This would be crazy. Let's get it. We gotta secure it. I don't even care. Just hit me. We have to get that thing. For science. I'm gonna need new underwear if we somehow make it. I've been sitting here this whole time, doubting myself, and if I freaking make it, I'm gonna change my undies. Probably won't, though. We'll probably still be short. Alright, let's see where we're at now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? This happens all the time. I can't stand it. People tell me I'm wrong and then I'm right. And then I like doubt myself. And then I'm talking about how I'm wrong the whole video. But then it turns out I'm right. Why does that happen so much? I used Tesla. Only one battle on Friday that I did the full bounty team. You can minus 1,200 points from my score if you want to. And we'll still make it. We'll still make it. We only need 4,000. We got 2 fights. 1 fight will take care of that. I don't know what happened to everybody else that didn't make it. You missed a Val Raven. You switched to Tesla early just because, I don't know. Or you stopped. You didn't switch to your full bounty team. Maybe you weren't using the bounty captain. I'm not sure. Because I've done this 2 bounties in a row. This isn't like the first time and it's like an anomaly. This is 2 times in a row I've done this. Doubting myself the whole stream. Let's lock it in. Let's get all rewards. Let's make sure we're over 1,200 points extra over the top, because I did do 1 battle on Friday with the full bounty team, I'm pretty sure. But that's not like, it's 4,800 instead of 6,000. It's not like super crazy. You don't get like an extra Val Raven for using a different team. Like no matter what team we were using, we would have got the same amount of Val Ravens too. Like there's no difference. So I double confirmed now. You can use Tesla all the way to Sunday. Switch to your full bounty team on Sunday. I'm going to have to triple confirm it. That's what happened last time. When I said you can use Tesla for the first 20 battles with Tier 4, people were like, nah, that's Tier 5. That's Tier 5. That's Tier 5. You can't do Tier 4. You're crazy. You can't do Tier 4. You're crazy, man. Can't do Tesla up to 20 with Tier 4. You can barely finish with Tier 4 with 4 bounty troops. What are you talking? So I had to test it like 4 times and make sure it worked like 4 times. We could like jump to the... We can get to stuff way quicker if like if I only have to test stuff like twice. Now I gotta test this 3 times, 4 times. Big brown, flush it down. Yellow, red. Go to bed. Should probably make this members only, so I'm not sitting here saying I'm wrong the whole time. People like don't get to the end where I actually make it. That's the problem, is like I'm saying these things early when people are watching, and then they don't watch to the end where I actually make it. And then I revert like, oh, I'm actually right this whole time. Ugh. There was something else like that a long time. I can't remember what it was. Something else. It wasn't bounty. Yeah, if there's red in your yellow, maybe see a doctor. There's something else like this like a year or 2 ago where I was saying like do this, do this, do this, and it was something new. And then there was comments in the comments like, no, you can't, you can't, you can't, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. And I had to keep testing it and keep testing it. It wasn't bounty. I guess just make sure you know before you leave that comment or that, like, make 100%. Because I don't know, maybe different people get different Val Raven luck or something, but I've done it 2 times in a row. I'm going to do 3 times in a row just to make sure, though, because that's how, I don't know. That's what I do. Bounty's strange, though. Some people don't know, like, you have to use bounty troops for the other 3. Like, you have to use the bounty captain. They have to be fully ascended and fully traded and stuff. You can't not do, like, you have to be strict about how you have to get the Val Ravens, like, target them immediately. You can't let any of them fly away. Like, there's many things that could go wrong. Fun Anchor, how's it going? How you get 30 times bounty points, you got to use all bounty troops, and they got to all be fully ascended, and you got to use the bounty captain. So this guy has to be on your team no matter what. Like, start your team with this guy on it, because he is the bounty captain. He's the captain of the bounty. He has to be on your team. He's worth twice as much as any other troop would be worth. He has to. Even though he sucks, he has to be on your team. It's always like this every single bounty. There's a new bounty troop. There's one that you get in the shop, and that one has to be on your team. You can't not put it on your team, no matter what you do. You use Red Macaco, you use Tesla, you use Queen Beatrix, you use all bounty troops. No matter what you're doing, you have to use this guy no matter what. Bounty Hunter. He has to be traded. No ifs, ands, or buts. Then, if you want the times 30, you have to use all bounty troops. And there can't be any repeats. Different bounty troops. 4 different bounty troops. Fully traded. Not fully, but I just say fully traded because it's easier to say than get the first trait because it's Bounty Hunter. Like, make sure you have the Bounty Hunter trait to get the extra score. Bounty. Bounty. Bounty Hunter. All Bounty Hunter. And just put Corpse Mare, Tigraki, and Ogress with the new one. Once you get going, once you start doing some bounties, you do multiple bounties, like you'll know, like, oh, this is my bounty team, and I'm just going to take this guy off and put the new one on. Like, we had the Leaping Spider that I took off and just put this on. There's a bounty captain that's going to be in the shop, and that's the one you have to use, and you have to ascend it. Or you have to, like... Yeah, you also have to ascend it, because that's part of the trait. You gain 2 times to 6 times the bounty score based on my ascension. So that could be something you're doing wrong as well. You're not fully ascending it. That's why I just say fully ascended, fully traded, just fully, all the way fully. It's the easiest way to say it. It's fully everything. 4 bounty troops, fully everything, with this guy for sure. You can do whatever you want for these other 3, as long as they're bounty troops, and not like a repeat. You could do Soldier of Wrath and Rift Lynx and War Elephant if you want to. But this is just the best. Best 3 bounty troops. Alright, let's go lock in this... Actually, I got the reward right now. Collect. Now, here's the thing where you're like, oh man, I got purple and orange and green. See, of course. But it could have been glory orbs and pet orbs and stuff. Somebody out there got some pet and glory orbs for sure. It's because I didn't. See how I have 1 remaining sigil? All rewards done. Tier 4 in the shop. So it's definitely possible to do Tesla up until Sunday. And then on Sunday, you have to take her off the team on Sunday. And you do your normal 4 bounty troops. Fully ascended, fully traded, with the captain. Then on the way there with Tesla, you have to have Tri-Terror on your team. It has to be... I do Ogress, Tigraki, Tri-Terror, and Tesla. All the way until Sunday. And then on Sunday... For my free, like I use every single sigil up until Sunday. I have 0 sigils Saturday night using Tesla. When Sunday comes and I get my free 4 sigils, that's when I switch to full bounty team. Tri-Terror, Ogress, Tigraki, Corpse Mare. And then all day on Sunday, I use all bounty troops all day on Sunday. And it worked out. I have an extra sigil left and everything. There was that 1 battle on Friday, but that has nothing to do with anything, because all you have to do is take away 1,200 of my points, and I could run this battle right now and get 6,000, which is way more than 1,200. I might have to do this last battle if I didn't run that one on Friday. I'm pretty sure I just ran one on Friday. I would have had to have run, like, what, 5 of them with the full bounty team, which I would not have done. Because I would have to be over 6,000 short right now for that to matter at all. And I'm pretty sure I only ran one battle just to record it, and then I switched back to Tesla because I'm not going to run the full bounty team if I don't have to. And I only did it to record it. Anyway, it's definitely possible. Maybe people are having bad luck out there. I don't know. But it's worked twice for me in a row. And it will save you tons of time. And gems. Like, some people think they have to buy up to tier 5 in the shop. If you want to save gems and time, you do it this way. If you want to be, like, stubborn and slow, do it the old way and do bounty troops the entire time. If you want to, like, totally cut out all the maybes and ifs, ands, or buts, just buy up to tier 5 and use Tesla the entire time, even on Sunday. Like, that's a smart way to do it, too. The only way you can do it wrong is if you, like, don't use bounty troops, or you don't fully ascend them, or you don't use the captain, like... But yeah, let's run a, I guess Underspire would be next, huh? What happens if you buy the witch armor? I was in a Birthday Boy's live stream last night, and I kept asking him, like, what happens if you buy this? Because I already have it. Do I get... Does it just do nothing? Does it crash the game? Do I get another... I don't know. Probably does nothing. You probably just waste gems. Alright, so I got 4 bosses down. I used all my lanterns already. I did it on, like, the first boss, and then they gave me, like, extra torches and stuff. And then I did it on the 4th boss. I used my 2nd lantern, because I'm not sure. I'm not going to make it to 7th boss. Unless I buy a bunch of torches today. But we still have to find the door, though. I got to the 4th boss, but I haven't found the door yet, I'm pretty sure. So we're still looking for the door. Let's go this way. And I'm just using triple Hippolyta. If you want to do something different, there's just not too much to do. Astral Mother's okay. World Breaker's okay. Then I heard somebody said they were using Stargazer, which is an okay idea too. You could starts empowered. You could cast it on your first Hippolyta right off Jump Street. Remove a bunch of blue and give attack to your Hippolyta for the incidental skulls. That might be the best idea, honestly, is a Stargazer. But it's like, I might even do it. Just what else are you gonna do? Nothing else really helps. I went through all the traits. Maybe this guy for the air link. Because all you're going to do is cast Hippolyta over and over and over and over. So the only other thing that could even matter is, like, traits from other troops. So you go through all the troops, you look at all their traits, and you see, does anything help this team? Like, they're never going to cast this. Most likely. So the thing that they would need is a trait that's going to help the team every single battle. Like, you don't want this guy doing a light storm, because we want a green storm, not a yellow storm. Like, she gives a reflect, but... does that really help too much? Sometimes, maybe. If they're hitting you, then you're out of your loop. So, this guy only gives random skill to itself. So that doesn't really help. Nothing here. It's all tank stuff. You don't want her blocking anything on Hippolyta. You don't want yellow in front of yellow. You want Hippolyta to get up, no matter, like, keep looping, looping, looping. Oh, eliminate 1 magic from all enemies when an ally casts a spell. That's kind of... that might be helpful. 25% chance to create a ×2 wildcard when matching 4 or more gems. Huh. This guy might be cool. And you got a summon? Has anybody thought of doing Oniros? It's a centaur too. So every time you cast your Hippolyta, you're eliminating a magic from all enemies. And then you can also get a 25% chance to create a ×2 wildcard when matching 4 or more gems. Huh. I kind of want to try that. Nothing there. Starstorm. What's a Starstorm? Starstorm's like what? I forget. Because it's not blue and yellow. You would think it would be blue and yellow, right? I'm pretty sure it's not. Isn't it like purple and blue or something? So you go through all these, you see like the traits. Because none of the spells are really helping. Bonus yellow wouldn't be terrible. There's another bonus yellow. Dark Storm would not be good. You don't want a purple storm. Bonus yellow. I like the Oni Ross. Do you see how like nothing has really anything? Especially the lower you get, you're less likely to have something good. I'm gonna try Oni Ross though, because this will help us if we get the enemy casting on us. Won't hit us as hard the more we loop. And then the 25% chance to create a ×2 wild card with magic 4 or more gems. We're gonna be doing that over and over and over. Does anybody see any problems with that? Alright, let me catch up in the chat here. Neverwinter had disgusting monetization. Yeah. Ruhan says, where does one find the components parts of Dustbringer? It's like you have to look in the Soul Forge every week. There's certain kingdoms that put those weapons out. Let's go look at it. It's like a waiting game. You see all the weapons there? How do I get to them? It's like the Scarab of Nefertani, the Ankh of whatever, and the Charred Blade or something. You gotta wait until whatever kingdom they're associated to comes around. And then the weapon will be in the Soul Forge, like how the Eye of Orion's here because it's from Divinian Fields right now. Firefly's here because it's from Divinian Fields. Staff of the Fields is from Divinian Fields, you know? So, Dustbringer, you're going to need 3 different weapons from 3 different kingdoms, and you're going to have to wait till that week of that kingdom. And it's not something people are going to be shouting from the rooftops, so you got to like really be wanting Dustbringer and paying attention, because most people already have it, especially like people with YouTube channels and stuff, and like nobody else is going to tell you, like, hey, the Scarab of Nefertani's there this week, like, maybe. But you just got to kind of go look at them yourself and see which kingdoms they're from, and then remember that, and whenever it's that kingdom's week, they will be in the Soul Forge. So it's going to take you, depending on when the kingdom came through last, it could take a while. And if you miss one, you're like screwed for a whole year pretty much. 9 months or something if you miss one. And there's nobody's going to be out there like, make sure you get the... They might mention it like an offhand remark during a weekly preview or something. Alright. Oni Ross is what I'm going to try. Let's go. Sana says Guild Wars is optional in my guild, and I'm recruiting for 3 people. Oh, you fell back in Europe too? I wonder if like Australia fell back though. That's probably the one that matters. As far as like posting, like whenever reset happens. Suspense of the Valraven. Sana is Dutch. Ruhan says in South Africa it resets at 9 in the morning. Much better than 3, yup. Casual Guild. Livewire says, okay, thanks, I have a second account on mobile. See a doctor. Fawn Anchor. Hopefully I described it to you properly there. I know I did, but I hope you understand. Tyrion says, I bought Tier 4 and cut it close over doing Tesla, left last 8 to 10 sigils plus today's, and took every sigil, including last minute Raven, saving me. Still way faster. Not sure what you're saying exactly, but... I bought Tier 4 and cut it close over doing Tesla. Yeah, I wonder if I could have done Tesla the whole time. Probably not. Yeah, do you understand, Ruhan? Yeah, you got to kind of wait around. Livewire says, I'm still short 2 weapons to craft Dustbringer, but one of the weapons needed was just in the Soul Forge in the past 2 weeks. Oh, no. See, that's what I was worried about. That sucks. I try, man. I try. But since I already have Duskbringer, and then it's not like no one's out there, like, warning you that it's one of the components is in the Soul Forge. Unless you remember. It's like, if you want Duskbringer, you got to remember it yourself, that you need it and which kingdoms. So every time we cast here, we have a 25% chance for a wild card. Pretty sure, right? Trying to make sure this guy's actually the best for this position. I haven't seen one yet. There it is. And that counts as a green. So you can't use this guy in Journey, but you can use him in the Underspire. Which I think eventually, like if you're on the 7th boss and you're draining their magic over and over and over with 4 or 5 gym matches while you're looping, maybe that'll save you from getting 1-shot or 2-shot or something like that. Then the wild cards going on the board is just like more green going on the board. It can't be bad. I think Oni Ross and then Stargazer are like the best options. Then after that, maybe like a bonus yellow. But you're not really, you're only matching yellow super early, and then you're doing green mostly after that. So it's really not that helpful to do the bonus yellow. So either 3 Hippolytas or Oniros on the bottom or Stargazer on the bottom is what I'm thinking. You see how that goes throughout the week? I could have said one thing on Monday, but I'm refining it as you get deeper. The stuff I say on Monday definitely works for most people to do their share. But then throughout the week, you learn, like, oh, it gets harder here. We're going to need a summon now. Or, hey, this troop's been doing nothing the whole week. We got to put something in there that's doing something. You don't want every single troop on your team to do something. If there's something on your team and you never cast it, its traits never go off, it's not doing anything for your team, then think about like looking at replacing it with something else. It's just like the guild stuff we were talking about earlier. Somebody's doing 0 in Journey, think about replacing that person. Same with all of your teams. You want every single troop on your team to be doing something. Or at least potentially doing something. If you do 20 battles in a row and a troop does nothing, try to find a replacement for it. If you play 2 weeks in a row and a person does 0 points in a guild, you should find a replacement for them. Welcome to the lurkers. Shout out to the lurkers out there. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to the end. If anybody has any questions, whoa, look at that, I got 2. This will be a good way to end the stream. Got 2 chances at Sentinels. How come everything looks like a wiener? Why do they always make everything look like a wiener? The shiny keys look like wieners. These cards look like wieners. Why does everything look like a wiener? Like, what are they obsessed with wieners? Or does just everything look like a wiener to me? I don't know. Really? I got like 3 of them, Ruhan. I saw people complaining on the forum, but they were not even... They were wrong about... I went on the forum and someone was complaining about Salamandria, and they were like... I forget what they said, but they said something stupid like... nobody in my guild has gotten any mythics except for Salamandria. Like, yeah, that's how it works. Or they were like... Forget what it was. I've opened 1 billion gold keys, and I still haven't got Salamandria. It was something on the forum. You have to go check it out. I forget what I said. And this one person was correcting this other person who was right. That's how it is these days. somebody will correct somebody else who's actually right, and then, like, just to join an echo chamber. Especially on the forum. First person will be like, Salamandria is hard to... I can't get it this week. There must be something wrong. Second person will be like, well, that's because you did not use the right keys, and you're expecting other mythics besides Salamandria when she's the only one available. Then the third person's like, you're just a bully. You come on here to be a bully and tell that person you're a bully, bully, bully. And, yeah, me too. I did not get Salamandria. There's something wrong right now. You're just... It's not how it works. And the gold keys should get Salamandria, and you're just a bully. And then here I come, like, why are you correcting someone that's correct? And just to be an echo chamber, like, say the same thing the first person. Everybody wants to whine and whine and whine on the forum. They just want a whole, like, the whole, every message back to back to back to be, yeah, me too, wah, wah, wah. Yeah, me too, wah, wah, wah. And if it's not that, they get mad at you, especially if you're right. And then they don't want you to correct them when they're wrong. Like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, hey, if you use the right keys, like if you're using event keys and gold keys, you're never going to get the mythic, right? So you want me to just let you keep using gold keys and event keys? Okay, whatever. Just for you guys to like cry about how you're not getting... I wonder why you're not getting it. Huh. You used all your event keys and you used all your gold keys and you did not get the mythic? Man, yeah, these devs, they suck. This RNG is just terrible, and there's something wrong. There's definitely a glitch, guys. That's how the forum is. I'm not saying that's how we are here. It's like, we're just trying to help. Like, use glory keys, use gem keys, use guild seals, and maybe you'll get it. Well, you're just a bully. You're a bully. Okay, whatever. Just keep doing you, then. Just keep doing you. Go get that mythic with your gold keys. You know what I mean? That's the forum. One person's just trying to help. They weren't even rude either. You should go look at it. I don't know what's happened after I said what I said, because I just like say stuff and then I run away because I hate the forum so much. But I can't like let it slide either when somebody's totally wrong, and then other people are going to come in there and see all the 2 people against 1 where 2 people are wrong and correcting the right person. Like, I don't want to let that slide. Token of Orpheus for a common... That's not bad. It's just 1 token, though. Alright, let's see what we get out of a rare chest. Yeah, it's not just the forum, huh? Wieners are big in Australia. Ruhan used 57,000 seals, 6,000 glory keys, and... yeah, that's a lot. Let's see, 57,000 seals, that would be, what, 25 times? And then 6,000 glory would be not a lot, actually, because unless it's 6,000... Oh, glory keys, okay. Yeah, that's a lot, too. And then... But it all depends, like, is your guild on chest level 6 for your seals? Because that definitely makes a difference. If your guild's on chest level 1, you have, like, no chance at a mythic, right? If your guild's on chest level 3... It depends what chest level your guild's on for the seals. And then for the glory, there's a very small chance that you get it from glory keys. And then for the gem keys, that's really not that many. That's like 10 presses. But it's a lot. If your guild is on chest level 6, that's a lot of seals. But it all depends. You see what I mean? If your guild's on chest level 6, that is a lot of seals. If they're on chest level 1, then it's impossible to get the mythic. Some people don't understand that, like on the forum. I used 1 billion guild seals. Or whatever, I don't know. You might be able to get a mythic off of a... But it's like a less chance for sure. Alright, what'd we get? 2 torches. I always get that. Alright, let's look at it. Chests. Hold on. The mythic. I got 3 of them, by the way. But gold keys, you cannot get it no matter what. You can open 1 billion gold keys, you will never get it. There's 0 chance. You can only get common and rare troops here. You can push the button and look at it for yourself. There's no chance. Glory keys. You have a 0.0 0.01% chance. How many does that mean? You got to open like 100. You got to press the button like 100 times here. On average to get it. You have to push the button 100 times. 100. Is it 100 keys or more than 100 keys? I don't know. What's a 0.01%? Like, how many keys is that? It's not a 1. A 1% would be 100, right? So, how many would it cost? Like, if the drop rate was perfectly on a 0.01% chance, how many keys would that be? You'd have to get it up to 100. So move the decimal 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 10,000? I don't know. 10,000 keys or something like that to make it a 100% chance? I don't know. I'm not good at math. Something like that. And then guild chests. Depends on your guild chest level. For your whole guild. Where can you see that at? Seals. Alright, so look. If your guild has chest level 1, there's 0 chance you get a mythic. If you have chest level 2, there's 0 chance you get a mythic. Like same as gold keys, 0 chance. If you have chest level 3, 0 chance you get a mythic. I think this is where some people like on the forum are having trouble. They're like trying to get mythics with gold keys or event keys or guild seals that aren't even at the right level. Then even if you have chest level 4, it's still really hard because every single other rarity is still in there. You got common, rare, ultra rare, epic, legendary, and mythic in there. So it's way harder than this. Like if you have a chest level 6, it takes away the commons, it takes away the rares, and now you have a way better chance at getting a mythic. So that depends person to person. Like what kind of guild, that's why you should be in a good guild. Like try to keep getting into better and better guilds because some guilds might not even make it to chest level 6, even though it's not that hard. You just need 20 people to get to 2,000. Or 30 people to do 1,500. And it's not even that hard to get seals. Like, you should definitely be at chest level 6. Like, if your guild doesn't get to chest level 6, definitely find a better guild. Because it's not hard. But it could be the reason. It could be the reason. Maybe they don't get to chest level 6 until Sunday. Maybe they're still on chest level 3 on Friday. And you throw them at Friday, like, right away. And you have 0 chance. Because there's no mythics in that drop table until you get to chest level 4, which maybe your guild doesn't do until Saturday or Sunday. You got to keep that in mind. And then the other thing, like the event keys, you cannot get the mythic at all. This is literally only Divinian Fields troops. You will never get the new mythic through event keys. So your best bet is guild seal keys on chest level 6 is your best chance. Second best chance is gym keys, but only if you have gym keys. Don't be using diamond or gems to open these. It's your second best chance. Maybe VIP keys, but I don't really count those because they cost money. I happened to have some, and I got the mythic with 7 of them. But the best chance is technically here, but that's like you spend money. So if you're just getting it as a normal person without VIP keys, you do guild chests first, chest level 6. It tells you the level right there. See how it says level 6? If it says level 3, there's no way. It's impossible. Level 4 is still pretty hard. Level 5, not as hard. Level 6, best chance. Then gem chests, second. Glories are last. Like, glories are good for in-game players because you get gems out of here. So sometimes you'll see like in-game players using their glory and glory keys to try to get new mythics just so they can replenish their gem stack. But technically it has the worst chance out of any key that can get the mythic. So you shouldn't go straight to glory unless you're... Like I would start with guild chests and then go to gem chests and then go to glory chests. 0 chance with gold chests, 0 chance with event keys, 0 chance with chest level 1, 2, and 3 on guild chests. Shiny keys, you don't get mythics. But where's that? It doesn't really explain that. It kind of does if you go and you, like, click on everything, but how do you know? Like, most people probably think you can get the mythic out of anything. You have to go in here and actually click a whole nother button, and then you have to read this. And the guild chest is kind of confusing. I never actually thought about it. If you just join a random guild and you don't know that they're on guild chest level 2, and you're trying to get the new mythic, and you don't know how it works, like, you could keep throwing seals and not getting it. Then you go on the forum and you complain, like, I threw 1 billion seals and I didn't get the mythic. Nobody thinks to ask the question, are you on chest level 6? And they don't know that it's impossible, so they're complaining on the forum that they're not getting the mythic after throwing 1 billion seals. But nobody somebody's got to ask that question though. Are you on chest level 6? Because if you're on 1 or 2, it's impossible, and no wonder you're not getting it. Instead, they're just like, yeah, me too, yeah, me too, yeah, me too. And then somebody comes in there like, by the way, you need to be on chest level. You're a bully. You're a bully, bully. What do you mean, chest? You talking about my chest? We talking about my chest? You're perverted. You're a bully. That's what they do on the forum, because they don't care about getting smarter or the right info. They just want an echo chamber where everybody's complaining. You talk about their chest level, they're gonna scream at you and call you a bully, and think you're talking about their boobs or something. All right, I better get off of here, y'all. At least we got a couple rants in there. That was nice. Remember, you set them off, but they're not directed at you. I want other people to hear this information, and I love it. Because I can never think of everything. And sometimes when somebody says something, it makes me think of something, and then I can explain stuff. It's cool. Glorfindel, dipping in on your tea break. Would you just look at it? Crimson Fury. 50 gem keys. Nice job, Glorfindel. 200 keys is the best chance. Yeah. I would agree. Some people do 50 at a time because they want to, like, save. They're being stingy, and, like, you can also do it that way. You want to do 50 at a time. The least, you can't do 1 at a time. Like, nobody probably does 1 at a time, you know what I mean? Nobody's sitting here opening 1 chest at a time. But some people will do 50 at a time, just to... Another thing about chests that you don't really notice is once you run out of keys here with glory keys, if you're using glory, you got to hit this 4 times to equal what it used to equal when you're using keys. All right, I think so. 200 keys on 50 for 50 chests, or 1,000 glory for 50 chests. Or wait. Normally it has you open 200 chests here, right? Pretty sure. 200 right here, right? 200 right here, right? It says 200. 200 on gem keys. Same thing with glory, right? 200. 200 chests. And if you use glory, you're only opening 50 at a time. Remember that too. So if you're pushing, it feels like you're pushing this button way more times. So you got to push this 4 times to equal what it used to equal. You were opening 200 chests at a time. I don't know why they do this and make it 1,000. Because now it's less. You're opening 50 chests at a time instead of 200. So you could sit here and be using your glory, which is fine. But remember, you got to hit this thing 4 times to equal what it used to equal when you were using your keys. So you're using 200 keys, opening 200 chests. Now you're using 1,000 glory and opening 50 chests. It's going to feel like you're hitting this button 4 times more than you were before. That could be another reason people aren't... They're feeling like they're taking forever to get this to get the new mythic. Maybe they don't... Maybe they didn't see that. Maybe they didn't understand that they're opening less at a time than they were before. I remember when I first started using glory to open chests and I ran out of my first, glory keys. I thought it was like, what? This is weird. This feels weird. I'm getting less gems. What's going on here? Then I realized I was only opening 50 chests instead of 200. I was like, oh, that's why. That's why I'm only getting 5 gems instead of, 20. Because I'm only opening a quarter of the chests I was before. There's a lot of reasons. Somebody could be confused as to why they're not getting the Mythic. It's almost never that it's just not in the game. You can go to your guild chat. If these people are getting it, it's possible for you to get it. They're on the same they're in the same guild as you. They're on the same platform as you. If they're getting it, you can get it. And now it was Friday where everybody was getting it. But see, Salamandria. This is how you check. There's no way that you're the only one in the world that's not getting the Mythic. If everybody else in your guild is getting it, there's me getting it twice right there. And you can go to Global if you don't have a guild. I gotta turn it on because I never go there because I feel like it's a waste of time. Just like the forum. You can go here, like you'd have to go way back because everybody does it on Friday for some reason, but there you go. And you see how nobody's getting any other Mythic too? That just proves that you can't get any other Mythic either. You don't see like people getting, unless they open event keys, I guess. There's people getting the Mythic right there. You can just see people in the same situation as you, on the same platform as you, are getting the Mythic. So why would you just not get it? You would have to see like nobody in your guild getting it to go to the... If I was going to go to the forum and complain about the new Mythic not dropping, I would first make sure that nobody else in my guild got the new Mythic either. And we would be like, what's going on here? Nobody's getting it in the entire guild. Let's go complain on the forum now, because it's been a whole day. It's been a whole weekend and nobody in the guild got it. That is kind of strange. Let's go complain. But if it's just... If everybody else in your guild is getting it, and everybody else in general on Global's getting it, then you're not special. You're not like a special person that's just not getting it. You're doing something wrong, probably. You're using a wrong chest level, or you're using a wrong key, or something. Or you forgot to reset your game even. Like it's Friday in the morning and you're still on Thursday. Could be. It could be something. Glorfindel with the 5. Thank you so much, bro. I reckon I'd get less for GBH. What? Pop that in your jockstrap, buddy. Crimson says, how many people in Global does it take to change a light bulb? Alright. Hey, thanks, Hiram Hawk. Alright, everybody. I hope nobody got offended today. You know how it goes. Somebody says something that makes me go off on a tangent. It's never directed at the person. Even if you said, like, the bounty thing. I'm excited that I'm right, that the bounty is fine. Like, I don't care that anybody said it doesn't work or something. Like, I don't even remember who said it or anything. So, just, you know how it goes. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. I'll see y'all tomorrow for, what do we got next week? What's the actual event? World event. We got a world event, so... Medals of Seasons coming soon. And we got Guild Wars. And yeah, I'll have videos for you early morning. Weekly preview after that. Epic Trials after that. Underspire, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to put that out on Monday or Tuesday. But Faction Event Tuesday most likely. Unless we literally just had it. Like, I feel stupid putting out the Wild Court when we just had the Wild Court that one week. But... If we haven't had, I think it's Durgaroth. If we haven't had Durgaroth in the last, like, 3 weeks or so, I'll probably put out a video. Holiday event. Oh, yeah, I gotta do that. But, still using Diamantina, Wand of Stars. You guys don't need to watch that. But anyway, have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me today. Sauna, Livewire, Hiram Hawk, Crimson Fury. Livewire, we got Kenji. Glorfindel with the 5. I think you actually got the Taylor Swift a bump in there, Glorfindel. Thank you so much. My computer's not working. Ruhan, Sauna, Livewire. Tyrion Shark, Fun Anchor. Cooking Man, 420. Kenji, Sauna, Livewire, Tyrion, Beg for Mercy. beg for mercy. Just Nicole was here. Saying awesome things. Effley was here. Chop was here. Chad was here. Also with the 2. Thank you so much, bro. Sana, Beg. K-Oz was here today. JM Ricks. Trey with the gifted. Thank you so much. With the Tyrion once again. Kenji got it started with the 2. Appreciate that. Christian was even here, not being the DEA. You do not have to worry. He is not the DEA. I think I got everybody. And then the fan funding, the train business. Kenji ran out there. Trey was close behind. Chad got it started and started annoying the neighbors. Then Glorfindel turned on the NSYNC and the Taylor Swift and the Backstreet Boys. Appreciate it, y'all. We had a little party at the train station. Anything else? Put it in the chat right now. You got like 1 minute as I go back to the bottom. Probably less than a minute. Later, Crimson. Later, Sana. Later, Livewire. Later, Hero Hawk. We'll see ya. They're perverted bullies. Dude, that forum gets me heated. They're so stupid. It's like a teenager. You guys ever argued with a teenager and they think they're right, but they're wrong, and they just argue back with you anyway? That's what the forum is, dude. They're 100% wrong. 2 plus 2 is not 5. But if you say it's 4, they call you a bully and yell at you. You're trying to explain why it's 4, and they act like you're being a bully. Anyway, I'll see ya. Have a good one. Peace out. Thank you so much.